This is DC Danton, Crusader. After the feeding on Saturday night, I saw a crow in the parking lot of the shopping center. He was just standing there in the middle of the parking lot, in the underground parking lot, in the middle of the road. And I feared that he would get run over. So I walked by him and I noticed that he couldn't fly. And he looked really bad. And I gave him some cashews. We took one, tried to eat it, but he couldn't. The other ones, he hid away. And he was walking, he wasn't walking straight. He couldn't walk a straight line. And then he hopped over the fence, and then he was in the middle of the street, and a car almost ran over him. And then some other crows came down, and they tried to pick at him, and he couldn't move. He couldn't move anymore. So I took my windbreaker off, and I put it over him. He didn't even try to fly away or anything like that. He was too weak, and he couldn't even walk. I took him and wrapped him in my arms, and I brought him home, and I put him in the little wash basket with little towels, and actually the towel on top is Reinhardt's baby towel. And I covered it up, and I understood that to prevent shock, you have to keep the birds in a dark place and keep them quiet and keep them warm, which is what I did. I covered him partially up, and then I came in to check on him about an hour later, and he had thrown the towel off, and he was just laying on his side, having trouble breathing. And then I came in 2 hours later because I knew he was dying, but I wanted to give him the dignity to die in a warm, dry place and not be picked apart by other crows or eaten by a fox, because I knew that these are the signs of poisoning. And I want you to look. I want you to look at his little face and see his twisted little body, because death by poison is very, very, very painful. And this is how our little Charlie died. This is how our little Charlie died. This is how he died. And most likely how he looked. And so I've seen it so many times. This is the 4th bird that I'll be putting away in a special place. So I take him to a special place. And I don't know what to say. This is just a reminder of what's going on here in Kreuzlingen. And I believe because he was found in the shopping center, and there are no more crows at the shopping center. There used to be on the upper deck. There aren't any more. That there's been systematic poisonings by Gerhard Lang and the janitor of the shopping center. And it could even be that Charlie flew over the shopping center and saw something, because his nest was way, way high up in the train. He would see that. So who knows? Maybe it wasn't Meister, but I would still put my money on Meister, and I will continue to collect evidence and find out who killed Charlie. But this is how Charlie died. And we have to be reminded about the evil, evil people here in Kreuzlingen who are decimating the birds and poisoning them. And his twisted little body, the way he's twisted up, shows what kind of pain he had. And before the last time I saw him alive, I couldn't take video of him. I wouldn't do that while he was on the street. I had to act fast and to get him off the street. And there was no time to make video. And I didn't take video here when I brought him in the bathroom because I wanted not to, give him the opportunity to go into shock. But he blinked his little eye and looked at me, and I almost think he was grateful. He was saying, "Thank you for taking me away, giving me a place that's warm and dry, and so I can die without being pulled apart." So, and of course, if the fox were to eat him, he would also get poisoned as well. So, but anyway, this is a reminder of what's going on here, lest we forget of what the whole idea of what I'm fighting for and fighting against. This is DC Danton, Crusader, wishing her little baby up in heaven. And I'm going to take care and put him in a good place, so where no one can get to him. This is DC Danton, Crusader. Over and out.